For networking, let's start your VirtualBox. Go on Ubuntu server. Now go to the Oracle VirtualBox preference. Under the preference, go to the network and host only network adapter. Here you need to create another VBox net1 as I created here. Go to the setting and provide an IP address to this network adapter. Now after providing the virtual IP, go to the network and come to the adapter 2. Select enable network adapter second. Select as a host only adapter and provide the VBox net1 that we created recently. Now start this machine. Before starting this machine, go to the terminal of your Ubuntu machine and type ifconfig header. Here you can see that we have one Ethernet 0, one net1. It is associated with the VirtualBox second network adapter, and in both adapter we do not have here the particular IP address or address link. So for this, let's start this machine. Click on ifconfig header. Here we can see that we have two network adapters. One is Ethernet 0 and one is Viber 0. So the Ethernet 0 have the IP address 10.0.2.15. This is the internal IP address. It is for the NAT adapter. Then go to the same command ifconfig grep adder in your host machine, that is Ubuntu desktop. So once you hit this command, you can find it the network adapter address which we are providing into our VirtualBox. It is showing over here. Now the another setting is we need to provide another network adapter in our server to ping this virtual machine or our guest machine. So go to the first, swap your local user to as an admin user. So once it is swapped, click we go to the network and interface file. Open your interface file. Under this interface file, create another network adapter and provide it as a static. Provide the address, that is 192.168.57.101 and net mask network, and that's it. Save this file. Okay, now open your host file. Under this host file, provide the IP address which we are given to our Ubuntu server. Save this file and reboot the machine and check your server. Yes, here now I have two network adapter, that is Ethernet 0 and Ethernet 1, and Ethernet 1 is associated with the IP address 192.168.57.101. Now first check whether our Ubuntu server or server machine is connected to the internet or not. So for this, just ping any of the website whichever you want, and the reply is coming from this site. That means my machine or my server is still connected to the internet with the help of NAT adapter. Now we need to check the host only adapter, whether my machine is connected to the host only adapter properly or not. So for testing this, ping the IP address of my host computer from my server. So the IP address of my host computer is 192.168.57.11. Yes, the reply is coming from my host machine. That means my server is still connected to my host machine. Now just open a web browser and in this web browser type the IP address of your Ubuntu server, that is 192.168.57.101. If this page is comes out, that means your server is properly connected with your local machine or host machine. Now the another thing is, as you remember, we make the changes into the host file, and I provided the IP address of my host name. Or suppose if I want to access this server without an IP address from my host machine and with the host name, so I need to provide this host name here. And now come to your host machine and go to the same location. Now under this etc host file, make an entry for the same name as you defined here, like ubuntu home server.net. So once you make the proper entry or the same entry, just ping your server with the host name, that is. So by this way we can form the networking into the hosts, into Ubuntu server using the host Ubuntu host with two network adapter. One is for accessing the internet and NAT adapter, and second one is for connecting to your host machine, that is host only adapter. For more information and videos on Ubuntu and other stuffs, please visit our site canflickr.it.